Question. How do we call? He gave us a signal.
What up, Gotham Guardians and Arkham Adversaries? It is your boy Trey of the Bat Channel. It's been a long time since we've heard the Bat Channel theme, and every time it pumps me up to see you guys say,
I had to give the fans what they wanted.
Dun. I know, Corey. You didn't. You know what? I'll give you this. That'll be the outro for today.
Yeah.
Corey told me, he was like, the Superman thing. Come on, man. He's like, you gotta let me have my intro. I was like, hey, it's your show, dude. It's Man of Steel Day, Superman Day. And what better way to celebrate Superman Day than one of the greatest superhero comic book movies of all time, Man of Steel, which in part is going to be celebrating its 10-year anniversary this Wednesday, June 14th. Where the hell has time gone?
Woo! 10
Let's
years.
just go ahead and bring in It's a Bird, It's a Plane, It's the best super bro co-host I could ever ask for. What up, Corey?
What's up, everybody? How we doing today? I'm kind of laggy a little bit, so I might be lagging right now. Yeah, it looks like I'm lagging, but yeah, no, it's good to be here with everybody here today, and looking forward to seeing this movie again. You know, this is the first time I've seen this movie, so curious to see how it all plays out. You know, I've never seen this movie. Looks like it could be a good movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Superman dies. Oh wait, that's the next one.
Spoiler alert. No, looking forward. I heard this was a really good movie. You kept talking really good stuff about it. So, you know, let's see.
Well, you know, guys, it is so exciting to see all of you here. Yesterday we did our today. What's up?
We have a lot of people here today already.
Let's bring them up in the chat, and then we'll bring on our guests in just a moment.
All right, we got Jose Diaz. What's up, Jose?
What's up, Jose? I feel like this is the first time we've had you live in a while. It's good, dude.
Yeah, Law. What's up, Law? We got Taladia Plays, Lurking, Brogu, Oracle's Clock Tower. We have Red Hooded Outlaw, Trevor H, Beyond the Night, Bat Fanatic, hashtag Restore the Snyderverse guys saying miss this countdown. The Butler.
Yes.
Look at the dragon coming in. 9 Lives in Hell here. Carrie Kelly in the house. Eric Patterson.
Eric.
Ryan Swayze. Wendy Ward. They were coming in fast and furious. Oh, we got Snyder Queen in the house. What's up, Sammy? How are you doing? How are we doing?
How you doing?
Good to see everybody here today.
I did send you a link, I think, if you're available. But I know time zone wise, it's a little crazy for you. But happy Superman Day. Yes, we do know for some people who've reached out and said, hey, dude, it's not the actual 10-year anniversary of Man of Steel. I know. I didn't want to conflict with the event that's going to happen on Man of Steel's 10-year anniversary. There's going to be a trending event, which I'll go ahead and bring up here. Corey, can you pull up our slide, please?
Yes, sir.
Man of Steel Day, June 14th. They're going to be trending hashtag restore the Snyderverse and hashtag make Man of Steel 2. Go ahead and do that. We don't want to take away from that because, hey, we figured celebrate Superman Day today. we'll do all the hard work on Wednesday. So make sure you guys are ready for that. And then thank you to Sammy for promoting our watch party. That I really did appreciate that. That meant a lot. But yeah, as even Sammy said, technically in the UK, Man of Steel did come out on June 12th. But Corey, let's go ahead and bring on our guest, Taladia Plays. My man, how you doing?
Hey guys. I'm
Hey,
great.
did you get a haircut?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
I dig it, dude, and looking good.
Gotta look good for the Flash because I was seeing that this week on Thursday.
Cool.
And yes, this is my first DCEU film I saw at the theaters, guys.
I was just going to ask you about that. Where were you? Did you see it June 12th or June 14th?
I think it was June 12th. I think it was the first or second week. I went with my mom. It was also my mom's first DCEU film because we went together to watch it. So, hey, Sammy. And yeah, so this was an amazing time, amazing moment for both me and my mom to watch Henry Cavill live, on the big screen as Superman. And this was the first time that I synced my teeth into a DCEU film that I could say, yes, I can be a part of something, which is great.
Yeah, dude. Corey, let me ask you something. Where were you June 14th?
I don't know. Where was I, Trey?
I'm asking you because I know where I was.
Where were you?
Sarah wouldn't be happy about it.
Yeah,
where were you?
This guy.
June 14th, it was Parker Days here in Colorado. And I was on a date with someone who was not my wife at the time. She was living in Thailand. So we weren't talking. She was out and doing Thailand things, but we didn't really speak to each other at that time in our friendship. But I was on a date with a girl, and I took her after Parker Days when we went to this like carnival doing rides and stuff like that. I took her to go see Man of Steel. And it was a good night. I'll put it that way, just in terms of seeing Man of Steel. It was the girl and I's first kiss with each other. It was like one of those like summer night moments where you're just like, man, it's a good day. I saw an incredible film because I remember leaving that theater and going, I'm a Batman fan. Corey knows this. I do not like look forward to a Superman film. But I was like, you know what? A new Superman film, I'll check it out and take this lady on a date. And holy cow, I left the theater and she probably thought like I wasn't even that nerdy back then. Like I was a nerd about Batman, but like this was a movie that I think like took over where I was just like, oh my God, that was such like I just watched something on another level. She was probably like, what is wrong with you? It was just a movie, dude. And I was just like blown away by it. I was just like, there was so many deep meanings and metaphors, and I love what they did with it. Like Superman is cool finally. She must have thought it was okay because she did kiss me later that night. So it ended up a good night. But Super Bro, where were you for Man of Steel?
I actually didn't see it opening night, Trey. This is so I had a real strict I don't see movies opening night for the longest time, especially living in Colorado because it was always jam packed, full of people and everything like that, and different distractions and stuff. I didn't want like a little kid in the background making some noise back there and distracting me. So I was planning on seeing it, but I think we went together a few days later because you were like, man, it was so awesome. And it was like right after opening weekend. I think it was like midweek the following week, and we saw it and able to like kind of, have somewhat of the movie theater, less crowded, which is kind of like how I like it personally. It's honestly, Taladia, it wasn't until we started the Bat Channel when I started allowing Trey to make me go see movies opening weekend or going to see movies at premieres and different things like that. And I tell you what, the Bat Channel also has started making me watch trailers as well, because I was also very against watching trailers too, because I didn't want anything to be spoiled for me. And since we've started the Bat Channel, obviously we do trailer reviews now, and so things have changed a lot since the Bat Channel has come up. But I remember vividly seeing it the following, like right after the opening weekend, and just absolutely like falling in love with it. And, you know, obviously being a Christopher Reeve guy, as well as a big fan of a certain television show.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
What show would that be? Let's see if does anybody in the chat knows what that that. Oh yeah, somebody hit it. Boom, boom.
Somebody save me. Let your warm hands break.
Yes.
So obviously a huge Superman fan, and went into Man of Steel with I don't know. I was I was hesitant because obviously being a just a Superman fan, I also, another thing that I dislike, as you guys may remember, is I don't like when characters change a lot and they repeat characters and stuff like that. And I was like, is this guy going to be able to live up to Christopher Reeve hype? And, sure enough, man, Henry Cavill absolutely destroyed this movie. Hey, Tevya, I think I said that.
Yeah,
right.
he's one of my subscribers. So.
Oh, nice. Hey,
Awesome.
Tevya.
Good to see you, Tevya.
Good to see you, Tevya.
Guys, in case if you didn't know, right now we're giving you time to pull up Man of Steel. You can watch it either on HBO Max, it's called Max now.
Yeah, it's called Max for good reason.
It's going to be a habit that's going to be tough to break. Or if you're cool like us, you've already purchased it. You already own Man of Steel, and I've probably owned it like 3 different times. I bought like the Blu-ray copy back then. I got the collector's edition back then, and then it's when it came out in digital. I was buying when it was just 1080p, and then they came out the 4K. So I've bought this film quite a few times. So
I was going to also mention this because it's a really good topic of discussion. 10 years ago, when I went to see this movie, our theater was jam-packed back then.
Mm-hmm.
And when I went to see it, my mom could not believe how Superman was cool now. And I was just like, at the time, I was like, why haven't they done a Superman game? And they literally were going to make a Superman game alongside the Man of Steel film releasing.
I think it was just an app game, right? Mobile game.
No. This was going to be a separate thing.
Oh, okay.
This was going to be a game developed by WB Games 1 who made the Batman Arkham Origins game. But they were going to plan it for 2013 to tie it into the movies, but that didn't happen. It fell through. So I was just like, you know what? Man of Steel, to this day, still is one of the strongest Superman films out there. And I don't care what other people think. Oh, it's not. It is. It sends a positive note, and it does send powerful messages. You just gotta look for them.
Yeah, it's such a good movie, and I didn't even know who Zack Snyder was at the time. It wasn't until after watching BVS when I first realized who Zack Snyder was. I did because I loved Batman v Superman, even the theatrical edition. I mean, the Ultimate Edition takes it to a whole new level. But when I saw BVS, I was like, man, this Batman was perfect. It was like, to me, an animated Kevin Conroy Batman, but it had the Dark Knight Returns Frank Miller twist to it. And finally, I was just like, I just have to see who this is. And I saw it was Zack Snyder, and I was like, oh man, I feel like I know that name. And then it was, okay, he did Man of Steel. Well, that makes sense. It's similar styles. And then Watchmen. And then I was like, he did 300. And I freaking loved 300. Saw it way too young. It was literally the first movie Corey snuck us into here in Colorado. It was our first movie in Colorado. And I remember sitting in that theater going, holy hell, I just watched something like life-changing. Flynn Dragon said, I thought I had it on DVD, but I was wrong, and Max isn't working for me. No, I don't know where else it would be. Maybe if you have the VPN, maybe Netflix.
YouTube. No, YouTube.
Or you could rent it on YouTube. Quick thing before we begin, there's a couple of things I want to talk about.
Super excited about this, but Trey, check the back chat real quick.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Yeah, no, it's
Corey, I have Max.
Okay, perfect. I figured you did. So
yeah. So something really cool happened today that we have to give a big shout out. Hopefully you guys are pulling up Man of Steel as we're waiting on this. But a very dear friend of our channel had something very special happen today. Corey, can you go up and pull this up? Samantha Wynn, who has been on our show, just officially passed her test to become a U.S. citizen. Congrats, Samantha. Ooh. Oh my God, I'm so glad. Like, how awesome is that? So excited, so proud of her. Like, yes. You've seen her on our show. She was the sweetest, kindest, most genuine, and like just an absolute blast and super humble.
She's just one of those people that I keep saying that, you talk to her and you feel like you've been best friends with her for forever. It's funny. We all joke about, us as content creators, how like we do, the stream, and then we hang out backstage and we talk to each other sometimes as long as the stream was. She was no different. She hung out with us backstage. She was just such an easy person to talk to and just a amazing person. So I'm really glad you brought this up, Trey. This is fantastic. So happy for Sam Wynn.
Yeah, I'm and rightfully deserving. You could just tell by her work ethic. Like, this was going to be an easy thing. I see someone asked the question: is there actually a test? Knowledge about the U.S.? Yes, there is. If you're not a U.S. citizen and you want to become a citizen. Samantha is from Canada. I also saw that question. She's from Canada, and you have to, it's literally, I think there's also a time period process, Corey. Isn't it like 14, 15 years? It's some ridiculous number.
Yeah.
And then you have to take a test. And after that, you get basically like this ceremony where you get sworn in to be a U.S. citizen. And Samantha is going to be doing that fairly soon here. So insane. Awesome. Proud of her. Congrats, Samantha. Just so happy for you. Seriously, like one of the coolest things in the world. And obviously she was in Man of Steel. So, I got to celebrate her a little extra today when we see her, which Wonder Wife, fun fact, I know I've said this before, where Samantha is standing in that picture in front of that American flag building. My Wonder Wife, Sarah, stood right there in Plano, Illinois. A little fun fact for you there.
This was her first, IMDb, I know for sure, acknowledging film as well. So her playing Carvex as in Man of Steel. It's her I think there was some Mortal Kombat Legacy stuff actually that started earlier, wasn't there?
Yeah, I think there's
this was her like first big movie, getting into the game and everything like that. So awesome, so fantastic.
Right.
I wish you pulled up her next picture. She celebrated today after passing her test.
Did you? I haven't seen it yet. If she did post something,
she celebrated. She took the test, she took this picture, and then she celebrated with a hot dog from Doghouse.
Yes, actually, I did see that. From the Doghouse, was it?
Yeah, and they make fantastic hot dogs.
They do make good hot dogs and corn dogs too,
Yeah.
But congratulations, Samantha, from the Bat Channel family to you, rightfully deserving, and welcome to the United States. Happy to have you. Our country is much, much, much better with you as a citizen. Corey, let's go ahead and go to our next couple of slides real quick. First off, as always, guys, it helps us out so much when you follow us on our other social media pages. We're starting to do some fun stuff on TikTok, Instagram. We do a lot of Q&As where we talk about different things just as a way to get like personal with us. You know, when we're not doing YouTube, we're usually doing something on the other social media. So follow us at _Bat Channel, or on Facebook if you're still over there at Holy Bat Channel. Someone took it before us, those punks. And then of course our good friend Talati is going to be helping us set up our Discord server here pretty soon. Obviously we've been really busy with everything that's been going on with our dad having surgery and just craziness with that. But we'll be getting to that soon. But always smashing that like, sharing this video, get all of your friends into the chat to hang out with us, because the more people, the more fun we have. And we're so close to 2,000 subs, and we can't do that without you guys. That's the only way we build this community, is through your guys' help, dedication, by reaching out to your friends, spreading the word about the Bat Channel, because the bigger our community gets, the more crazy stuff we're going to do, the more fun we're going to have. And then hitting that notification bell so you never miss an episode, because no one likes that. Don't do that to your favorite content creators. And then a couple of things, you can always support us through Super Chat. We do have some fun clips to say thank you to those who go the extra mile. For our 3-year anniversary on July 23rd, we have some special things that we're gonna be doing. So make sure some big reveals coming.
What?
Yes.
You haven't told me.
Yeah.
I wouldn't tell you. But we also wanted to say a quick thank you to everyone that attended our Jurassic Park 30th anniversary watch party last night. One of my favorite movies of all time. It was really nice to have you guys there. All the new friends that we've made with our Jurassic Park community. Just a phenomenal time, and just great to celebrate one of my favorite films. But we also have a Transformers movie review out now that you guys can check it out. If you were curious about Rise of the Beast and wanted to know if it was worth checking out, check out our spoiler-free review with the Wonder Wife herself. Is a fire video. You should check it out. Sarah and I had a really good time. And then tomorrow we'll be having our Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse movie review, an honest review from a DC fan. So for all you Marvel people who
did Trey check his watch?
Did he check his watch? I realized that I used that picture, and people are going to, DC fans are going to be like, Trey checked his watch. It was more of same bat time, same bat channel. But I did not check my watch for Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, but you will love this review that we have for Spider-Man. I think a lot of people are going to be surprised by some of the things we say about it. But yeah, man. Corey, let's go ahead and talk about a new series that we're doing on the Bat Channel. Our new YouTube short series. We have 2 different versions. We have moments that change cinema and cheer-worthy moments in cinema. We've already released a few for the moments that change cinema with Jurassic Park, Transformers. We will be releasing a few that are relevant to this week with Superman and The Flash and Batman. So make sure you guys hit that notification bell so you don't miss those. And then some cheer-worthy moments in cinema. Here's a great thing about this, guys. Every time we're going to post these on social media, we're going to say tag 5 friends to help share it, right? But we want you guys to tell us when you respond back to this tweet and tag your 5 friends, tell us a moment that changed cinema for you, or a moment that made you cheer in the theaters. Maybe if we like your pick, maybe you'll see it on our channel. It's just a little fun way that we can all kind of create an idea together and have fun with it and express our passion and love for all the movies that we love. So some cool things coming up on the Bat Channel that you guys should definitely check out now.
I like that.
And
make sure you put post notifications on, guys, because whenever Bat Channel posts a short, you will be notified for this stuff.
See? Talati knows. He knows the game because he is the game. Ladies and gentlemen, are you guys ready for Man of Steel?
Oh, yeah.
All right. Hopefully I got your popcorn ready. You got your drinks. You got your memorabilia. And here we go. Coming down in 3, 2, 1, play.
Hmm.
Hans Zimmer score.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys have ever listened to the Man of Steel sketchbook score. It's basically a compilation of all of Hans Zimmer's main themes for the movie. It's like 23 minutes long, and it's fantastic.
I love this theme so much.
Me too.
So good. And I remember Hans Zimmer, he was freaking out when Zach approached him with Christopher Nolan to do this movie. He was like, how the hell do you create a theme better than John Williams? Which I would be frightened too. And you know what? He didn't need to create a theme better than John Williams. He had to create his own theme that was worthy of the character. And with this type of Superman, he nailed it. Man,
I can't wait for Rebel Moon.
Yeah, same.
Right? This right here. I remember watching this and going like, holy cow, wasn't what I was expecting. The sci-fi element to it is
amazing,
insanely beautiful. Yeah. He's gonna kill Rebel Moon, man. It's gonna be insane. Which Tadum, which is Netflix's fan event, June 17th. Zack Snyder and Deborah are going to be there to release some more stuff about Rebel Moon. So make sure you guys check that out. Get ready. Netflix. They're going to rock it.
Wendy R says John Williams' theme is kind of untouchable in my opinion, but Zimmer nailed it like he always does.
It's one of those scenes where, like, I mean, John Williams is the GOAT, right? But in the end, like when they reused John Williams' theme for Henry Cavill Superman, I honestly felt like that was incorrect because they're two different Supermen.
Yes.
You know, his theme doesn't exactly express the character that Superman is. And while John Williams is still the GOAT, you have to do what's right for that version of the character. But I agree. Yeah, Hans Zimmer nailed it.
What, man, I tell you, Zod is so cool in this. He's honestly like, you know, in the original Superman series, you know, Zod's definitely a bad guy, right? Where Zack Snyder does a good job of creating that conflict, like where, you know, Zod's kind of not completely wrong here, you know?
Yeah. And shout out to Michael Shannon. That dude's a real one.
Yeah, he is.
Straight up OG.
And straight up, when he did an interview with, what's it called, Vanity?
Yeah.
He straight up said that, look, if I'm going to do the Flash, I want Zach's blessing first.
Yeah. Richard Citrone.
Richard Citrone. Yes, Snyder Queen said the Krypton sequence is so good and totally unexpected. I love that we got that. And for his mom, too. A spinoff would have been awesome.
It would have been. Jeff Johns.
I remember seeing the trailer 3 for this before seeing the film at theaters. And I was just like, yes.
Oh man. John Williams' theme doesn't work for Henry Cavill Superman. I agree. Love Russell Crowe, absolutely. Rebel Moon is going to be epic indeed. Oh man. Netflix will shatter. That was kind of a risky shot now that I think about it.
Yeah.
Could have destroyed the codex as well.
Zod probably wouldn't have minds if they had to make children the old ways.
You're right, Trey. I could have totally have done like a prequel to Man of Steel and just have it be Krypton with Jor-El and Zod and everything like that. The kind of getting to the point of the breakdown of Krypton.
There's the Doomsday Moon.
Yep. Easter egg.
But it's not canon to the Man of Steel trivia.
Yeah, we did get the Krypton.
It was originally supposed to be a canon, but
they ended up not making it canon, right?
Yeah, they changed it up quite a bit. Which, on all honesty, I think that's what,
The best
other than
option.
Jeff Johns, I think that's what killed the show.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Jeff Johns did.
But the person who played Jor-El's father actually is a Superman fan. Fun fact for you guys.
Hmm.
The main lead, yeah.
One of the smartest things Hans Zimmer does
What?
is the mother's singing. The
Oh,
mother's
yes.
lullaby.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Brilliant. He uses it in special moments, even in BVS.
Mm.
There's so much detail to this.
Oh, so good.
Oh, so cool.
And I think that's one thing that Hans Zimmer does really well compared to other composers. He's able to almost storyboard right in his music, like it's impressive.
Yeah.
Not saying that John Williams didn't, but John Williams is notorious for making that grand sound, that innovative, catchy,
Iconic themes,
iconic theme.
Now this scene is bad. Great, like not bad, but bad in a good way.
Oh, right. Yeah. When Jor-El puts on the armored suit, it's
Yeah.
so freaking cool. I remember thinking, like, oh, Jor-El's just a scientist. He can't throw down.
Yeah. Jor-El's got hands.
Yeah. Probably through Zod for what he was just like, whoa, damn, where did this come from?
Well, look how, he's like, oh, I'm just going to walk in here like a boss and do what I need to do.
It just shows his ignorance, his confidence. And
yeah, look, even Zod there is like, oh, snap, you're all armored up, big fellow, with a gun.
Heresy. So cool.
Man.
Absolutely, Winduar.
So-called using his boxing techniques there.
Yeah.
If Jor-El would have won here, I wonder how things would have been different, Would they have tried to escape to go to Earth?
I know. It sounds like he kind of accepts their fates, when he speaks to Clark. Oh, goosebumps, man. Goosebumps. After 10 years, this film can still freaking do that.
Yep. And this is heartbreaking as well.
Yeah, it was.
Because, even Zod is like, oh, man, what did I just do, Like a moment of regret there.
The beauty of the complexity in what Michael Shannon did with this character. Because you could tell he didn't want to. Even when he has to arrest Jor-El for the first time, he respects him, thinks like his brother. And the fact that he doesn't agree with him,
They each had opinions on how to save Krypton.
Yeah. Well, they both wanted to.
Yeah. And, Zod wanted to save a lot more of the Kryptonians, and Jor-El was going to let a future bloodline go by himself,
Yeah.
Which one's right? Which one's wrong? Hard to say. That look, man. I'm curious about their military side of things. Like, do they have multiple generals? You know?
He is very much kind of like a Caesar, you know?
Mm-hmm. It is kind of messed up what they plan on doing with him.
Oh.
I love the
Oh,
Abbott voice.
it's such a great, like, oh man.
I will find him. All right, hear me out. You know what's kind of interesting?
Go on.
Like, they know who stole the codex. Is she not at least an accomplice? Should she have not have been
But they know that. But
sent
they know
to the
that.
Phantom Zone as well?
But they don't. They know that this world's coming to an end anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they just kind of at that moment accept their fates, and in a weird way,
Mhm.
I've always wondered if the council purposefully put those Kryptonians in the Phantom Zone to save their species.
It's an interesting thought.
Like a public move of, yes, we're technically punishing them, but at the same time, we live on.
Yeah.
Because we know what Zod is capable of and what he plans to do.
Oh, I'm not talking about Zod's group. I'm talking about Laura.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think they? Do you think they realize? Like, I guess you would think as a high council, they'd be like, let's do a mass evacuation or something along those lines. You know?
It is weird for a council that is so a species that is so technologically advanced, who has done this before, why they were so
To just to set the fate.
ignorant, to be like, no, Krypton's our home. Like, if it's what your ancestors did before, why not?
Yeah. But fun fact, like in this film, they didn't show Jonathan Moss again finding the Kryptonian ship.
Yeah.
Which I find that interesting that they didn't show that bit.
Mm-hmm.
Man,
'Cause
I
I
love
thought
the
they,
music.
yeah. Because I thought they might would have showed it.
Ignorant to the point of extinction.
Exactly, Sammy. Even when I saw the bearded Superman look, I was like, oh, that's dope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No more Mr. Boy Scout.
And I liked how they just jumped right into him being older,
Using flashbacks to mirror
Yeah.
things that trigger memories,
Yes.
It's good storytelling. And in a way, this is him being that clumsy Clark Kent, right? Like crushing him, it's Superman, but yeah, he's being the I almost got hit, someone had to save me. It's being that not as comical as Christopher Reeves, but there is that Clark Kent versus Kal-El.
Well, think about that as well. That's what's so cool about Superman. Superman had to let the dude tackle him as well.
Yeah. I freaking love this scene. As a music composer, Hans Zimmer brought in Tom Holkenborg and had 12 drummers in a studio with the basic rhythm that they wanted to play, but he allowed them all to improv different fillers. So literally you're hearing 12 drums in a clockwise circle. You'll just oh, so cool.
Awesome.
Oh man, it's so awesome.
Yeah, watching the steel bend underneath his
Yeah.
feet.
I was giggling like an idiot in the theater, squirming in my seats when I saw this.
Zach knew what he was doing when he did that shot.
Oh yeah, he was just like, let's just do something badass. Let's just show people how strong Henry Cavill is.
Wendy R said Tom Oakenborg did a great job on Mad Max Fury Road as well.
A fantastic score. And you know what? Just once again, a wonderful moment of showing how Martha and Jonathan made this kid into the person that he is.
Mm-hmm.
With something as simple as make the world small. It's so fucking powerful, man. Oh, snap, Corey.
Yes, I see.
We have
another guest.
Another special guest. Ladies and gentlemen, my boy, Koj himself. How's it going, big dog?
Koj, my guy.
Wait, you can hear me, right? Okay.
Yeah, we can hear you, brother.
Hey.
How you doing, man?
See me now.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, look at you. Looking all fancy.
Oh, stop.
Koj, we are... Corey, what do you have for time?
I'm at 24:55.
Yeah.
Yeah, about 24, 25.
Let me know what scene. I heard you talk about make it small again.
Yeah, he's now where the wheels are literally passing by.
Yeah.
Now moving on.
I'll get to that scene, then I'll ask for some specifics.
I'm Henry Cavill for this. When he just runs out. I think every guy in the movie theaters, when they see him running out of the water here, kind of did like a chest pump
like
next to
dang.
their girlfriend.
That
I
sounds
know I
like Chris Cornell song playing right now.
He must work out.
What's
That's right.
your timestamp, gentlemen? Hey, Snyder Queen.
24:50 now.
24:50.
Boom, 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 boom.
You seen Wales?
We're seeing the bus.
Yeah, seen at the bus going past.
Not
Gotcha.
him as a young kid on the bus, but like just. Yorkville.
Yep.
All right, let me know when he says Dick Splash.
Now.
Got it. Thank you. Cued at the Dick Splash.
Welcome, Sir Dan.
That's
Thanks for
Fox
being
River right
here.
there. I literally stood right there.
Fox River, baby. I've caught a lot of muskie and fish in that river. Home.
Literally right there.
Yep.
Do you hear those sounds? That little sound of like a whale, like whoa.
Yeah.
That was like creepy, like being swallowed by a whale. I don't know. There's Autumn.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And quick shout out to Sturkin. I think this might be his first time here as well. Trey? Yep.
Hey, Sirkin, good to see you, dude. Hashtag restore to snipers. You know. You already
what
know.
it is.
Hmm.
He should have picked Lana.
Maybe he did, and she didn't pick him.
Right? Or she got some superpowers infused with kryptonite, couldn't touch him anymore.
Somebody
Very Smallville.
me.
Or maybe they're like, you're the right guy, but the wrong time, and I don't know who I am, so yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna date Lex Luthor now to save you. Actually,
Whoa!
Lois is dating all the Justice League.
John Dutton right there.
Mm-hmm.
This is where I think the bullying started around for Clark as he got older, because everyone is wondering now he's done crazy stuff.
Mm-hmm.
What's going to silence that? And I think that's what Jonathan Kent's sacrifice was able to silence the whole town of Smallville. Because now this is a problem.
I love Yellowstone too, Red Hood Outlaw.
This is the most controversial thing that was talked in all of comic book history. What Jonathan says.
Because it was the first quote unquote controversial thing since the trailers.
Yeah.
Teasers.
Yeah. But like, you know, and that to me, it was like so silly. Like even when people were so controversial about the tornado scene, like, how does this not make sense? In a real world, like, would a father not like try to protect his child and be like, you have to, like, the world is not ready. If anyone who has the experience to tell him, son, it's not time, you know, I know there's this burden. I know there's this way to not be who you truly are, but for the time, you know.
And to piggyback off of that, I think that's a reflection of the parenting, because not all parents have the same values. Some parents are like, get over here and see my ass, you know?
Yeah.
But other ones, like my mother, she's like, you know, this is the correct way. And she was moved to tears.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So-
my mom was the same. Like she when we watched this, she was like, yeah, this is the right way of dealing with it.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for coming by, Fun Dragon.
See ya, brother. Thanks, Flint Dragon. It's always good seeing you, my man. Guys, Flint Dragon has a channel that you guys should check out as well. So definitely please go subscribe He got
I'll
some
do that.
cool stuff. Sends us great collections all the time. Like, just he's such a cool dude.
I'll do that right now. Give him a sub.
Thanks, brother.
He takes it really well, you know. But can you imagine, you know, being a young kid like that, finding out that
Well,
you're
you
from
know,
a different world?
I think
I think it's scaring him actually.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
the best thing about this is when he says to him, it's just like, can I just pretend that you're like,
Yeah.
I'm just your son, you know? And it's that there's that trust, that faith where he's just like, all I
Mhm.
need is you, Dad, you know?
Mhm.
That reassurance.
Yeah.
Basically. Yeah.
It's what makes their relationship so great.
Yeah. It's that trust. And it's wonderful because in that time when he, just like any teenager, gets a little rebellious, a little, you know, says something that they regret.
Mhm.
And it's that moment where he said something to the one person he could trust and count on to, you know, into the very end. His father did what he thought was best, sacrificing himself.
Okay, Sammy. I'll speak to you later.
Have a good
See you
one,
later, Sammy. Have a
Queen.
great night. Thank you so much, Sammy, for
Later,
promoting
Sammy.
the watch party. It means a lot.
Women's champion.
Marcus, what's up, brother?
Marcus, my man. I feel
Hey,
like it's been
Marcus.
forever, Marcus.
Fist pump.
Good to see you, big fellow. All the casting was fantastic choice, in my opinion. This was. Did they miss anybody in this? As far as casting goes in this movie, I don't think so.
Alison
No.
Crowe, ladies and gentlemen.
What did you say, Trey?
Alison Crowe. Oh no, I don't
Oh.
mean that. She was in that scene singing. Sorry, no, Alison Crowe was not miscast.
I was like, what?
Yeah.
I realized that was poor timing.
Well, that singer Zach wanted in previous films. He couldn't get her. He wanted her for Watchmen, so he's like,
Yeah,
he's even getting people back who didn't get a chance last time.
yeah. Such a great scene.
That happened to me in high school. The kid punched me twice, except I went back.
Oh, I was gonna say, like, and you didn't move. Like, you got something to tell
I
us?
felt I didn't move until the ground hit my back.
Oh no! Hopefully, he whooped that kid up. You know,
No,
he probably got up and just were like, "You."
no, that was pre kung fu training.
Oh, okay.
Revenge served cold.
I don't like that he destroyed the truck.
Do you say you don't like it?
I don't like that he destroyed the truck.
No, it's not very Superman.
Not very Superman like.
But breaking a guy's wrist on your chest and spinning around endlessly, that's
Yeah.
Superman like.
Oh gosh. I have no problem with that scene whatsoever.
I don't know.
Hey, I love that. First time she meets Superman is like
Yeah.
taking her down from a helicopter, just like in the Donner movie ish.
Yeah.
hmm I love how I just looked at her when she said that.
I may have helped him. He's like, maybe I should sell it more. Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, sweet.
So many years of watching this actor in Law and Order. This
Right.
is cool.
So
Yeah.
I knew him from another movie called Wet
Yeah.
Hot American Summer.
I won't say. I know. I won't say what movie he's in, but he does make an appearance in one of the latest films.
Mm. He also does the voice of Green Lantern in the animated movie First Flight.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so that's Green Lantern. Haha. Voice-wise. And he was in Smallville, I think, as the scientist behind him. I forget his name.
Swanwick.
Mm-hmm.
No. That's the general. Who's the science guy? I forget. Oh man, it's horrible. Google.
Their dynamic is wonderful. The
Mm.
Colonel Nathan Hardy and Lois Lane, because you could tell he's just from the get-go. He does not like news, reporters, and he just like, get out of my business and let me do my job. Very classic military dude.
Emil Hamilton. There we go. Dr. Emil
Yeah.
Hamilton.
Is
Emil
he
Hamilton.
Dean Dre
So we have both of them, Smallville one
and
and
Wet Hot American Summer?
Oh yeah. Listen here, you cigarette smoking piece of shit. I was in the Vietnam War.
It is or it isn't.
It is, and it isn't. Gene is like one of my favorite comedic characters of all time. I love that
Wow.
dude.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, these are all set pieces. So that's cool how
Yeah.
they put digital stuff around to expand it, but in a subtle way.
Local
else?
Experimentalist UK. Hello, Earthlings. Welcome.
Hello there.
welcome.
Hello there, Local Experiment UK.
Welcome. Thanks for coming. Happy Superman Day.
Isn't the music just great? It's like a constant flow, like one
Mm.
big opera,
Mm.
And it's
I
different
love that.
motifs throughout. He's
Mm.
using the same like rhythm and notes of the bum bum, and just in different ways, so that it's keeping with the language of this movie. And it's
Mm.
brilliant writing.
Very. I love it. One of my music teachers back in school, they said that a classic way is that these themes are narrating the story with you without words. That's why reoccurring themes sneak in here and there, because the
Yeah.
character is emotionally saying something.
Yes.
The song, like the score for this film, literally mashed together with the film. With the scene goes well. Really well.
Mm.
That's what I love about it. About
Mm.
this film.
Definitely. And parts of the instruments I feel are also acting as like echoes and ambiance too.
Mm-hmm.
So then playing it with the sound effects of the ambiance and the sound design is just it just comes together so well, I think.
Mhm.
I like that they mentioned that the Kryptonian tech doesn't exist on Earth and only Kryptonian tech can hurt it. Nothing on Earth can hurt it. So all these things are massive machines. That's why they came and moved the crashed Kryptonian ship in BVS and Zack Snyder's Justice League. They have to build a base around it.
Yeah. Just the wonderful details.
Mm.
The Kryptonian ship, the amount of detail that goes into this set was amazing.
Mm.
When I was watching the behind the scenes stuff for this film, I was just like, wow.
And even
Plus, if you take a go on.
No, I was just going to get hyper and add to it. But it even looks like inside the whale, like Pinocchio style, where they are right here, all these corridors.
Local Experimentalist UK, can anyone join the panel? Not today. We'll do an open panel sometime, but probably in one of our live streams, we'll do an open panel where anyone can join. So make sure you hit the notification bell so you can come back. We'd love to have you on.
Fun fact, you know that little scene where Clark goes through all the shuttles and everything? That was part of the prequel comic for
Mm-hmm.
Man of Steel.
Mm.
And everyone still refers to that as the Carter Zor-El's Kryptonian.
Who possibly started the Amazon.
Yeah, there was that idea that they discussed
Yeah.
where Ares and Zeus were on that ship, and the lineage of Amazonians and came from those Greek gods of Kryptonians, right? I do
Mhm.
think that's an interesting, cool idea.
Because he did say Ares or Zeus shot the ship down. So it'd be
Yeah.
just the Amazons were old school Kryptonian heritage.
Hmm.
But they had so many ideas, you know?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's a cool ship.
Looks like a submarine from that top shot coming
It
down like
Yeah.
Hunt for Red October or something.
Oh, yes. Great movie.
I like that guitar. It's very faint.
Mhm. Come on, U.S. military. That's the best background check you got.
Yeah, it's not 2023 in Vegas.
The truth is, I hate it here.
I
This
wish I
bitch.
would have chose the other pill. Yeah, Lawrence Fishburne is a great Perry White. I agree.
Mm.
You know, and just the fact that Lois Lane downs that double, you know,
Mm-hmm.
just the little details that she is not, you know,
In 3 sips, you know, I have to do it all at once, you know. So I'm
right?
like, you know.
and I love the reaction because he's like, "Damn," you know, like I
Mhm.
can't
Girl,
do that.
right?
Like so far, Lois is like casually flexing on every guy who
Yeah.
opposes her in this film.
You know, she's like letting him know that they can't push her around, like just how he kind of tries to play the game, like, "Oh, so I thought you said my whole news network is trash," and he's like, "It still is, but I don't give a shit. Like,
Yeah.
I'm using you. Understand this." Understand it and accept it. Like, okay.
I like how futuristic and retro it is at the same time.
Yeah. I would love to see if Zach ever wanted to do like a Krypton series shorts, just using
Yeah.
this style of animation. And
That's what the Krypton show was supposed to be before
Yeah.
things changed. But what's cool is that the changes happened from the looks of it, just minimal. That story still honors a lot of Man of Steel backstories.
Yeah.
And when it wasn't going to get renewed, season 2 had more Man of Steel nods than ever. It was really
I
cool.
never finished season 2, so I'll have to do that.
Oh, I'm doing a little watch party series with it. Maybe you can join.
Really?
Let me know, dude. I'll be there.
I'll talk to you. Yeah, that'll be cool.
Yes.
Because the whole backstory of Doomsday destroying the moon,
moon.
Wegthor that we see in Man of Steel,
Mhm.
they kept that story and showed it to you.
Oh, I knew they had Doomsday, but I didn't know what they ended up doing with that. But okay.
So they have the original Doomsday because Zod was supposed to be like the program or the algorithm to make a Doomsday.
That's cool.
Because Zach said the real Doomsday is out there. Then you see that show, like, oh, I see what you're saying. Because David Goyer worked on a lot of the backstory with Zach.
Yeah.
And that's his show.
Do you hear that motif again, Corey?
Uh-huh.
The Mother's Lullaby?
I love that echo. Even when the sun is nurturing him after he
Mhm.
destroys the world engine.
Thank you, Oracle.
Oracle, you always got our back. I appreciate it.
Oracle is awesome.
He's like, that suit, though.
He's like, what about that black and silver one?
Does it come in black?
Can I wear that one?
Maybe
Not yet, son.
Does it come in black?
that's what he's saying. He's looking at it, he's like, well, Dad, yours is black. Why can't I have that one? Man?
Right, yeah.
Look at his eyes. Dang it. I'm just playing.
He's like, but Dad, what if you added like some cool Kryptonian scripture in the swoop of it? You know, like
Yeah.
add some flair to it, Dad. Like that's
Mhm.
oh,
Wow.
oh,
Such a great, iconic scene.
Oh, I love that shot.
Yes. I just love that the door goes. Goes really well with the music.
See, I like this part. We're hearing an overlay of their conversation, but
Mm-hmm.
part of me would love. I don't think it would work though. Like if you pause each thing and look as a panel, and you know, in comic books they have all these yellow boxes that sometimes
Mhm.
are used as their internal dialogue. I think if this whole movie had a Superman internal dialogue, like we're there with his thoughts, that could be really cool.
But my
Like,
question is,
but
how,
Snyder's a more physical guy. Everything's emotional. You have to see the emotions and figure it out.
Yeah.
Sorry, what were you gonna say?
my question is, how did Clark shave his beard off?
laser.
Eye laser.
I laser.
It's in like the animated Bruce Timm verse.
Yeah,
I buy it. That's how I see it. It'll work. Or maybe he's just super fast. He'll be like, let's poke them all up.
Right, yeah.
And then he's like, okay, good. I don't know.
Epic.
Damn. They're just casually showing us his power levels, man.
Right.
It's wild.
Yeah.
Oh.
It really, I mean, as simple as this scene is, it shows you the control he has within himself, within himself,
Hmm.
because he's falling. He's falling. Superman who can fly, who's obviously figuring it out in this scene. But you would think he would have at least the strength to maybe, I don't know, try to maneuver out of it. But he's it's the young Superman trying to get a grasp of everything.
And I love that.
Powers.
He suppressed his powers for so long,
Yeah, because in the old one, he just, as soon as he's Superman, he just flies. And this one, he's figuring it out. But I'm glad we see him jump, because old school Superman, he didn't fly. He just jumped really high
Yeah.
for a while. So it's cool to see it grow or happen. Oh, I love this part.
Yeah,
too.
so do
There's
I.
that Top Gun stuff.
Yeah.
Did you say Top Gun?
Yeah, this is total Top Gun. Look at that, jet speed. But amazing torque and
Jet
control. That's a dream right there. I was jealous of Astro Boy because that movie had a Joy of Flight scene. I was like, I want Superman to have something like that. And lo and behold.
Yeah.
Utter
So cool.
perfection.
Top Gun.
This
I love
does
his
spank
smile.
the Independence Day 4 scene, the fight in the Grand Canyon.
Yeah. Welcome
Sorry.
to Earth. And you get an iconic Christopher Reeve looking scene.
Yes, this is what they
Mhm.
should have used at the end of the film, though, in my opinion. How would you guys feel about that?
What?
Nah, I think keep it to Christopher Reeves. So it has that moment just for that one.
Okay.
Mhm.
Because I like nods, but not identical, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And if I was able to fly, the first thing I would do would be hit that space.
Play
As
now.
high as I could possibly go around the world.
Fun fact: that first flight scene is actually on the Max YouTube page. First flight.
Oh,
So if
Oh.
you-
Yorkville.
I was there. Stood right there, and the house is no longer there. They completely
Mhm.
demolished it. But
They
you
had
can
it
still.
up for a long time, though, Trey.
Yeah.
Long time.
Oh, man, I wish I went.
You can still see like where it is. Like the ground is still kind of like, what's the word I'm looking for?
Foundational.
Like you can see where the house was, and you can actually walk to the gravesite, which Sarah and I also did. That was kind of unusual. It's an actual gravesite, but it was surreal standing right there and kind of being like, wow. Henry Cavill and Ben Affleck and Gal Gadot and Amy Adams stood right here at one point.
Mhm. I really like this powers is dangerous approach because I think that's very realistic out of all the superheroes who have stuff,
Yeah.
Of course, there's extreme results. You're like, oh, there's a mystery, there's a Spider-Man, But when it's like huge and a lot, I like that X-Men like approach, and I like that they did it here,
Mm-hmm.
I like that he got to hear him call him dad one more time, and like before.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's like before shit hits fan, there's like a little olive branch there that they'll work it out. And he's like, yeah, no, we'll work it out.
Yeah.
That's very organic. A lot of people don't appreciate organic brilliance or brilliance of organic storytelling.
And sometimes just the fact that there doesn't need to be dialogue or a script. Like when Jonathan looks at his son one last time and tells him no, you can see in his eyes when he puts his hand down and accepts his fate. Like, in a way, he's saying in his eyes, I love you, son. I love you, wife, you know? And it's just so powerful. It's the trust, you know, it's such heartbreaking and inspiring all at the same time.
Mm-hmm. But also, as this is Superman's origin, you know, for this story. It's really huge for Kal-El, Clark, Superman to see this display of heroism, because he's actually sacrificing himself for an ideal, something greater than him, something greater than his life, something for other people, which is something very Superman. Because
keeps that
before he's Superman, he's learning.
Yeah.
Sorry, you were gonna say something.
Oh no, it's good. I was just saying it keeps that entire theme that Zach does throughout these films, where like, even though Superman, he's brave, right? Because he stands in front of the human race to defend them, but to show the heroism in people who could lose their lives. You know, the humans, man, you know, are brave. You know, men are brave, just as kind of Batman says in BVS.
Mm.
Damn.
I wonder if those windows are CGI behind them.
I think this Metropolis was technically filmed in Chicago, wasn't it, Corey?
Mm-hmm.
I believe so.
But the thing is, sometimes you want to put like a green paper on the windows and then CGI them later if you have that luxury, because then you could hide the camera reflections in the mirrors, because that's some, you know, Chris Nolan has, or many film things have mistakes. Like, oh, I see the crew there. Damn it.
Yeah.
And the light and everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
Lighting is tough.
Very. That's what's great, because this whole film is shot handheld. That's ridiculous. Everything is handheld, which is great because that saves time, because each shot, if you're going to have it on a dolly track or tripod of expensive proportions, usually takes about 20-30 minutes to set up before each shot.
Yeah. What I love about this movie especially is Zach's, when you were talking about the handheld camera, is like the B cut shots where he's showing the swing, the butterfly landing. Like, it's so like, in a weird way, you couldn't like depict the Midwestern American culture more than those shots right there. You know, it's so, looking at that, I feel immediately like I'm back in Illinois in the cornfields, you know,
it's making me hungry for some sweet corn.
Sweet corn. Yeah.
It's also kind because then there's a lot of fast action and fast camera movements. So if the whole movie is constantly moving, it's not jarring to go from still to everything's like here. It's like, you know, you can keep up with it, because some people get motion sickness too much watching stuff that's still shots and then fast shaky. Oh my God, they're running.
Yeah. Well,
So it's very smooth, very smooth.
I love having you, Koj, my director.
Thank you. No, I applauded because I was like, how come I love this so much? Because I hate handheld.
Yeah.
But now, because of this film, I started falling in love with it.
So, picture? I guess you mean perfect? Shots are so perfect.
Oh, I
Or,
got.
mean, or
By
or
the way,
im-
I just got some great news.
Perfect.
Oh,
Yeah.
good news.
Yeah, Gotham Knights, the TV show, has been cancelled after season 1,
that's great news.
and Superman and Lois season 4 is happening.
Oh wow, good for them. Sad for the people that were working on Gotham Knights. I didn't watch the show. I have the
Yeah.
trailer didn't pique my interest enough to give it a shot. But sorry for the cast and crew who worked hard on it. I know that always sucks.
That's good news, Saladi. I know you cover episodes of Superman and Lois, so that's
Yeah,
awesome.
so I can cover that next. I'm really excited.
Congratulations, bro.
Harry Lennox, man.
It's funny because I always hoped you would be Martian Manhunter. Because as soon as I heard the rumor, I was like, it has to. It makes so much sense. It fits. It fits.
You know,
Then it
I
became
remember
so.
I kept thinking like, oh, it'd be cool if they got this guy to do. Like, I always kept thinking Idris Elba would, someone with a great voice should be Martian Manhunter. And then all of a sudden, when he announced it was Harry Lennox, I was like, how did I not think about that? That dude has an iconic voice. He's perfect. Like brilliant.
I love this scene.
It's still Corey still gives me shit about it to this day because
you are not alone.
they released this trailer at the Super Bowl.
What's up, Sin Havoc?
What's up, Sin Havoc? It's good to see you, brother. They released this trailer at the Super Bowl, and I panicked. I literally thought we were like under attack and someone hacked into our nationwide network. And I was like calling Dad, like, Dad, I think someone's like trying to like attack America. And then I heard I'm General Zod. And I was like, oh, false alarm, father. Click.
Zach reminding us he's a horror movie director as well.
Right.
I like that because I like sci-fi horror too, and that's cool. You can mix it in with Superman villains because a lot of his enemies are sci-fi.
Yeah,
and that could be scary.
Wendy Arson, by the way, how does it feel to be American and have almost every major movie situated in your country?
I love knowing that we just love destroying all of our major cities. Yeah. Hey, I'm a big Godzilla fan, so I've seen Japan destroyed quite a few times.
I would say it's pretty awesome, especially being such a big Superman fan, to know that, where I grew up was, where Superman grew up, and, seeing that it definitely makes this movie a bigger connection for sure. Like, I know where that house is.
Yeah.
I literally
think it just helps.
right now.
I mean, I'm not sure what it's like for people outside the States. Like, I know you could tell us, Taladia, but for us, I know seeing a location that we recognize immediately, we're able to kind of connect with it more. Where like, like The Dark Knight, where it's mostly filmed in Chicago.
yes.
There's a lot of things that I saw that I was like, oh my God, like that just got destroyed.
There was only one thing that was set in the UK. I remember for the Bruce, was it the Wayne Mansion? I think it was for Nolan's Batman.
Yeah.
Hey, Sink Havoc.
I think that makes sense. I think I remember seeing that same house in some British
Yeah.
film and television. I was wondering if they use that same house in Greystoke. I don't know. I have to look back.
This scene just got me so excited for the Flash. I'm just gonna put that out there right now.
She switched
Mm-hmm.
real quick.
As soon as you hear her say like, and even if I did, I wouldn't say. It's like, damn it, Lois, it's not time to flex.
He's like, seriously, now you're
Right? That's why his tone got extra pissed. I feel.
The needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few, or the one. I'm a little sad that they got rid of this
Like that
entire
transition.
shot, because I know Zach like followed her all the way down the steps.
His cameraman did.
Yeah. That'd be
Then
cool
again,
if he
there's a
just
longer
released-
version of this, but it's kind of like a Pulp Fiction way. From what
Mm.
I gather, he likes how this came out.
Yeah.
Because Pulp Fiction was shot in order, and then it was that accent they cut a different way. It's like, hey, I like it. So yeah, this is knowing he does strong, crazy stuff, and he wants to test him in a bully way. You know, fucking bullies. Oh, sorry. Sullivan's Smallville reference. So that's like Chloe's dad.
Yeah.
I like this because that could be like when they started being friends because he was behind that group. So I was wondering if he, Pete Ross, was like hanging with those kids and he just backed off. He's like, I'm not going to bully him. They left and he's like, hey, I got you, man.
Yeah.
The blocking told a story there. I like that. Oof.
Yes. Restore the Snyderverse guy. Yes, I agree.
Mm-hmm. You know, this is a cool scene. I'm not gonna lie. There's some uncomfortable faces you cross at full circle, but I think it's just old timers of us like having some unresolved issues
Nostalgia.
with people.
Yeah.
No. Seeing other people that
Oh,
you're just like, and I was tempted, like, just give someone the middle finger, but I was like, no, I can't. No,
For me-
let's not do it. And I'm glad I didn't.
That's awesome, Koji. That's,
The restraint, man.
yeah,
It's-
the restraint is tough.
I was angry for a week that I didn't, but I got over it, and I felt better for not doing it.
Mm-hmm.
you know, we're always there for you, man. If you ever need a vent or need a
I know you guys are. You've heard it all. God bless you guys. Seriously.
Love you, brother.
Thank you.
In the
Oh, look. You have Jesus there at the Gardens of Gethsemane before he was taken,
Yep.
asking God, or anything before the next step, and then what's happening now? I love this shit.
It's amazing.
And the red of the garb of Jesus is very identical to the cape, of course.
Mm-hmm.
So I think red is a key color for this whole film of anything else. Trust part comes later. Look to the left. Resurrection.
Mm-hmm.
And I love that even Zach's usage of letting the light, shine behind him, the son of the sun,
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
and also the picture of basically like an angel coming down, a guardian.
I'm gonna say I do love Superman in a lot of blue. So when I do watch this, I change my TV's colors saturation to 100 all the time.
Oh,
It's a guilty pleasure, and I was telling that to my boy Will Rollins. He's like, "Why would you change his vision?" I was like, "No, no, 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 no. I'm not. It's my vision." Because even with other movies, even with Gotham, that TV show, I turn the TV all the way to black and white because for some reason that show looks great in black and white, in my opinion. It's not true black and white because reds are harder. You have to adjust that. But I watch Star Wars in black and white. I do weird things with my stuff. I switch the audio to hear a different language sometimes. I love it. Because in the Japanese dub of Snyder Cut, Wonder Woman doesn't narrate as much, only partially. So some of the action is just pure action, no narration going over it.
Interesting.
It hits different.
Huh.
Yeah, if you have this digitally on YouTube, YouTube lets you select all the different languages.
I have to look at that. Brilliant.
I like this next shot. Yes, thank you. Because he's in conflict with himself always, Superman. And I like that tiny shot he gave us right there. I'm gonna get sappy. That's what you guys do for me, man. Thank you.
Oh.
What's that?
You don't hold my hand though. Not that. I cut that shit off right there. No. But you're there for the homies. She's there for the homie. Oh, now it's going beyond homie. Ooh, they want love. He wants. Yep.
She's like,
there you go.
Contact.
Yeah, it just went next level right there.
Yeah, it went next level.
Delati, where are you at? Are you Desi?
I'm from the UK.
Oh, what's your heritage, if you don't mind?
Indian.
Okay. So
Indian.
we know that spark of romance, man.
Yeah. When I see when I see it, I know it.
Yeah, you know. We're Sri Lankan, so we always watch the Indian movies. Our ones need a lot of work.
Yeah.
Such a cool ship.
Right?
Yeah, especially if you love Flight of the Navigator. This is just all these ships give me Flight Navigator vibes. If anyone's seen that movie.
Just seeing the ships flying and stuff just makes me think how much Zack's Rebel Moon will be for when the ships are gonna.
Right.
You know,
Look at these things. You can't even touch them when they fly.
yeah.
I love how Fiora just kind of like looks above, sizes him up, and she's like, "That's cute. Wearing the blue and red, huh? Wearing Daddy's old suit, eh?"
That was so 2,000 years ago,
right?
By how they use her accent, I'm guessing Fiora is Sithonite, the Kryptonians who worship Sithana, the goddess of ice. Because in the Krypton show, all the Sithonites have her accent, and they have a separate language that Kryptonians don't really speak.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm like, I always think about that when I think of Faora in that show.
Would have been interesting to see how they would have handled it if they wouldn't let Lois go. I know they ain't going.
Mm. Oh, that suit looks so good. All right, where did Superman store that key the whole time? Was it in his? I was thinking it's in here, like in
Yeah,
his wrist lock.
if I had to guess, I think that's where he did keep it, but
Mm.
I don't know if they show any shot.
No Deadpool placement. Hopefully.
Yeah, that's what I think. Deadpool.
It's not like-
Where did that come from? Nowhere.
See, this shot, I always thought, I don't know. I was thinking the Kryptonian ship would be stuck on Earth and they'd turn that into Watchtower to go in space. Because it looks like Justice League Watchtower, like overlooking everything, you know, and be like, hey, they have cool tech. But
Yeah, that's
didn't happen.
fascinating thought, though.
That's why I always, you know, because, you know, you see trailers, you start, you know, writing stuff in your mind maybe sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
And this is cool. He's adjusting the atmosphere just like his Martha said he did when he was a baby.
Mm-hmm.
So you can imagine how scary that was, seeing the baby you're trying to take care of not breathe for like an hour and then breathe again. And it's like, or cough up blood. Oh man. I was losing my mind when the little one couldn't stop crying. And like, change diapers, fed you. What we do? Oh man.
This
Now
is
we're in some
cool.
Matrix stuff.
Yeah, I like this portion as well.
Royals.
Should be Cubby.
Even though it was filmed in Illinois, Corey, technically it's supposed to be Kansas.
Eh. He's from York, Illinois.
Don't worry. When he gets to Metropolis, he becomes a fan of the Metropolis Monarchs, and then you know, no more Royals.
Yeah.
This is where I think they fought Darkseid's forces and failed.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks for swinging by. Oh, no, sorry.
See you later, Windu Arman. It's always good seeing you, brother.
Yep. See you
Get
later,
some
Wendy
good
R.
rest.
Windu is awesome.
Late night.
So 30
To the
years.
throne.
So Superman's character is 33 at this point.
Yeah.
And when I saw the movie, I was 33. I'll take any connection I can.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, I'm 43 now.
Be honest, Koj.
Oh, I can't lie. You see the way.
Are you Superman?
Oh no, I said I'm 43. Man, I wish I was Superman. I wouldn't pay rent. Cracked Moon.
Man, people do not talk about Michael Shannon enough. His performance in this is spectacular.
Mm-hmm. And he just emulated like what he thinks a soldier would do.
Trident.
Or I do like Terrence Stamp's Zod, but it's a little tied to the times. It was very Flash Gordon, like I will take over this.
Yeah. New before Zod.
Mhm. Interesting. I will kill you now.
It's a primitive world.
Mm-hmm. Right. Hey, Samantha Win.
Samantha Win.
Whoop, whoop.
I just showed my cousin for first time on Friday Army of the Dead. He loved
Did
it.
you?
That was cool. Yeah, he had never seen it before.
Oh, what?
He actually doesn't watch a lot of movies. He's more into concerts and music artists, which is cool. This part always gets me. Double spook. Lois is like, oh, that's what flexing feels like. Dang, how fast those things are going.
So cool.
So smooth. It's cool. They fly like a Kryptonian, like Superman does. And with total control of everything.
Yeah.
You can't catch up with that unless you can fly like that yourself. It's
Nice
impossible.
try.
This is interesting. So now they're introducing there's oxygen levels that enhance his strength, not just sunlight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, headshot.
Dang.
Ah.
Perfect.
Oh, come on, Samantha.
What'd you do?
Wow.
Beautiful.
Beautiful
Yeah.
shot there.
You can save all of them.
Now we get that saving a falling vessel, which is usually in a lot of Superman stuff. This is the best part of Superman Returns, really. Saving that plane.
Yeah.
In a way, this is like kind of romantic in a way.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe I'm just crazy.
Move your head to the left.
Ooh.
I love how he just does the 180 roll there.
Right? Oh. Like even in BVS, I doubt that he killed that like tyrant ruler or terrorist guy or whatever. He was holding Lois Lane. Like he moved so fast. What if he got him and just cradled him and then set him down, just slapped him and then he knocked out. But he does so fast it looks like boom.
Yeah.
So if anyone says he definitely killed him, I was like, wait until you develop super eyesight, then I'll believe you, and you can see what happens. Or Wes Snyder.
Though I feel like Zach would probably say, "Oh, like, oh no, he's dead."
He's like, nah, he killed him. You know, why not? He
Like,
slapped
why
him
do
too
you-
hard.
Why would you let him live? He's a terrorist.
Yeah. No, but I really think that after he killed Zod, he had a no-kill rule because he realized how bad it was.
Yeah, I
could be
agree.
wrong.
There is elements of that, you know, and I think he even mentions
Mhm.
to Lex where he's like, "I'll take you in without breaking you."
Which is more than you deserve. Yeah, I think so too. Because, you know, I talk to some people who stop doing a bad thing or a habit, alcoholism, whatever. They never go back to it because they understand the gravity of it.
Come on, man.
Oh! On! Save the planet too. I love this part.
Yeah.
You think you could
Mm. Made it
Mm.
all the way to Plano. Don't tell him that.
Yeah, even in the show Smallville, they went over how it's like too much to hold at once. That's why they close it off.
Mm. Yeah, Tevi, Taladia had announced that a couple,
Yeah.
like 20 minutes ago, I think. Yeah, cool
Yeah.
stuff.
I just mentioned that Tevia on Twitter. Reaction streams coming soon for that.
Dawn of the Dead shot.
Fun fact: there is no 7-Eleven there.
Mhm.
It
Or
is a parking
Sears.
lot. Yeah.
Ooh, cowboy shot.
Warhogs, baby.
Mm. For Superman action, this is like the warehouse scene in BBS for Superman, though.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, I mean, in terms of fight scenes, it was like this is freaking what we've been waiting for a Superman.
Right?
You know.
For so long.
And even the Metropolis scene, like I know some people are like, "Oh my god, he destroyed an entire city," but like, what do you think was going to happen? Do you think the animated Superman show was just kidding around when Superman beats the hell out of any of the villains? Like,
And in those ones in the animated show, there weren't an evacuation situation yet either. So they had more people in those buildings, and we were okay with that for so long.
Yeah.
It's like, come on now. They even did it in Superman Returns, where he went through a building and we followed him.
Yeah.
And he was smashing through. And then, no one said anything then. Same thing. If anything, this one is actually more humane.
Yeah.
But people don't watch Superman enough. Oh.
Fiora. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh. Damn. Isn't that cool? The bottom of Kal-El's boots are black. Or dark red. I don't know. I like that detail.
No, they're black.
I hated the boots in other Superman shows or movies where it's like the red right under it, just on top. It looks just like a sock and not a boot.
It's so impressive.
Oh.
They're like, what the heck? These powers.
That's a little comical. He hauled a U-Haul. Like U-Haul it. And he did. Or hurled it. I don't know. Whatever.
So cool.
I love that cha 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 cha.
Yeah. And you know what's great about it is that like it shows that Superman is just a brawler. You know, he has no fighting technique.
Yeah.
He just has his
Or
strength.
not yet.
Not yet. And of course, these guys are. That's what they were bred for. You know,
Mm-hmm.
Dang, this
partner
movie's
going up against an Athenian.
This
Mhm.
movie's so old that the military was still using the Beretta M9 as their sidearm.
Only you would know.
That's cool. I didn't know that.
This scene, man.
Mm-hmm. He was going to try, man. Props to him.
Yeah, I dig it, man.
I remember in the teaser, she didn't have that mask on finished yet. It was maskless when she said that line.
Oh,
Eject, eject, eject.
I like that he got three opponents really Kryptonian wise: Feora, Zod, and then that big guy, which is very much like the three he fights in Superman 2, Christopher Reeve's one.
yes.
So it kind of again honors that motif.
Yeah. Oh, I just love that shot.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
The cape just freaking flowing. Oh. And the humility on his face. Oh,
It's
this is so freaking Superman.
yeah. I remember this scene in this trailer, like the trailer when they showed it, when him just coming out like that. Crazy.
Like the concern in his eyes is like, are we cool, man?
Yeah.
This movie has the most smallest shaking of the heads and nods I've seen. They're
Yeah, I
very
agree.
subtle with it. It's like very honed in on the eyes. They don't want to distract you from the eyes, you know?
This man is not our enemy.
Henry Cavill, Superman. Henry Cavill is our Superman.
Of our generation.
I'll say it all the time. I love this dude.
Yeah, me too.
Definitely done dirty. I mean, even the rumored casting for the DCU Superman, it's kind of hilarious how much he looks like Henry Cavill.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't see the picture yet.
It's
I'm
basically
kinda
like they said.
Pulling away from stuff.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. It hurts.
For me, it's just too soon.
Yeah. What hurts
And I've done that before.
most is being so close.
Richard.
Richard's in all these, huh?
Yeah. So is Richard and Samantha are his go-to stump people. Rightfully so, man. They're just so freaking good.
Team Sam Lynn. trying to remember who was her favorite superhero.
I hate you so much for bringing that up, Corey.
Trying to remember. She liked one superhero the best.
I think she said some weird dude with an S that stands for suckage, you know.
Superman fan.
Hope starts with an
Superman.
H.
We were Team Soups together. Whipping up on you, Trey.
Yeah, we're Team Soup.
She's welcome back anytime.
It's Samantha's one flaw. I'm just kidding.
Flawless. That's a fact, Oracle.
Oh, I want to see more of that map. I wonder if they're close. Wait, Metropolis. Are they in Thailand or something? Or
I thought it was India, in the Indian Sea, right?
yeah, it would be around Thailand or Sri Lanka. I hope that'd be cool.
And I would not go up against Samantha Wynn. I'd forfeit.
Wave the wave flag.
Like, let's be
Huh.
friends.
Man, this is super interesting.
What is?
Just the scene where he is right now. I feel like, I find it interesting that Superman has to deal with this all by himself, especially when there's certain people in that city. Right as it's going down, somebody just says he's always prepared.
Is that what you think, Corey?
Just coincidence, maybe.
I seem to recall someone getting smacked up in the next movie.
That's what I'm saying, Trey.
I mean, to be fair, the helicopter had fuel. That's some preparedness. I don't know.
When stuff goes really bad, all Batman can do is sit and watch.
Don't you?
I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it, and he's sitting and watching right now. He's like, "What is it? What is it?"
Hey man, he was still running into the destruction, saving people, and that's why he's Batman.
No, but look, the threat is there, and he ain't doing nothing.
Oh,
That's a script tonight. No prep time.
I don't know, Corey. I'm thinking we're gonna have
guess
to have
I'm
a
gonna-
throwdown show.
I guess I'm gonna have to handle this by myself, guys. Bruce Wayne's chilling in the city. Probably get another cappuccino. Latte. Skinny vanilla latte, I bet. That's what he's getting. Could be getting an Italian beef or a Chicago dog, and he's getting a skinny vanilla latte, right? Another Bat Channel V Super Bro show, I agree. Super Bro won last time.
Because of Samantha.
Isn't she an angel? She's fantastic. Team Soups did not know that was coming. I was like, yes! That made my day so much. Did she bleed?
Just know, Corey, in another universe, Ben Affleck plays Superman and sleeps with Diane Lane. Just remember that.
No, that was George Reeves.
Why'd you have to remind me
Oh,
about
look,
that?
charisma.
Why'd you have to remind me about that?
What was that, Talani?
Why do you have to remind me about that time when Batman slept with Superman's mom?
Yeah,
I could destroy y'all right now. The movie Velvet Goldmine, Batman and Obi-Wan Kenobi. Bang. It's over.
Batman and Obi-Wan Kenobi?
Yeah, they have a sexual experience together in
Oh,
that glam rock movie.
I did not know
Jay-
that.
Jay's face.
Christian Bale and Obi-Wan.
Ewan McGregor?
Yeah, it's a great movie. It's very like taboo. It's a brilliant film.
I don't need that scene in my head.
Just thinking, like, I don't know if I could unsee Christian Bale's Batman and Obi-Wan doing that.
So if you ever see that movie, just brace yourself. But they show the after, not the during.
Gotcha.
It is a good film though, if you're ready for that. Now that is very Superman, being so open and honest, telling you exactly what to do, why this happens, and then the bad guy does it. Focuses.
I just love especially the use of like the base hit when he finally gets it. It's like the validity of like, boom, he's in it. He's peak Zod,
And I like they didn't do that stereotypical like,
Yeah.
a little boom in reverse.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Terry. He does play Superman in a little skit.
It's not a skit. It's a full-on movie, bro.
Yeah.
The
Technically,
longest skit in history.
it's a skit. It's a long movie, Corey. Hanley would know all about
Now Superman's fighting like a Transformers dragon.
Yep.
It's like the movie it keeps delivering all these like type of battles Superman usually faces in his comics.
You know what I realized? Lois Lane is more of a superhero in Man of Steel than a certain person who's running in those streets right now.
No. He's driving his SUV at this point, I think. But I don't think he has a seatbelt on. Oh, he's going rough, man.
Caught with his batsuit pants down.
Yo, what is cool though is for some reason BVS, it seems like Batman can't really do a drift turn because in the SUV he does a sharp turn and hits something on the side. When he's in the Batmobile and he's driving, he turns and hits something on the side. But his stuff is so good, it doesn't matter,
Yeah.
It's like he drives like I do in Arkham Knight, Dun, 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 dun. Just with those turns.
That guy's more of a hero.
I'm sorry, Corey. Who was asking for help in the next movie?
Hey,
Bruce, please. I don't understand.
I thought you were prepared, big fella, for anything and everything.
You guys
like-
are BBS.
Right.
Yeah.
Literally, yeah, they are.
The only thing Batman's good for is a paycheck and a contingency plan. Hero support.
Don't worry, Trey. There's a good insult to Superman Batman did once. It was like the only time Superman you were inspiring is when you were dead. Ah, that hurt.
Dang.
I'm sorry I said that. I need to drink some water.
Okay. I thought we were friends.
No, we are. I just had to help a brother out for a second.
I know I was whipping up on Trey a little bit. Just kind of. Just realized you're wearing the old school shirt, Trey.
I love that he gets rid of Jor-El again, and it still breaks his heart.
Mm-hmm. Well, they're half brothers,
Yeah,
so that's family.
like it's not even. It's just virtual intelligence, you know, and it still pains him to get rid of him.
Mm-hmm. Just think of that. They had to break ties so many times in their relationship over the years, you know?
Yeah.
Like, they know they're brothers, but they don't act like it anymore. It keeps going down.
I wonder what Batman would do in this situation.
Batman doesn't get himself in these situations, Corey.
Oh!
Because literally an oversized shot broke my back.
Because he's got contingency plans already in place.
An oversized shot broke my
Ever
back.
heard of Tower of Babel, Corey?
Huh? I'm just saying, if Robin was a sidekick to Superman, probably still be alive.
Oh, you gonna let him say that, Trey? Are you gonna let him say that?
Corey. What happens to Lois, buddy?
Hey,
No!
damn you. That's your contingency plan?
Yeah.
Oh, I love that shot.
Oh yeah, this. Remember everyone saying that this is a Christopher Reeve Easter egg or something?
No, he just looks like him for a second.
Yeah.
There you go. And I love that.
Yeah. Me too. We are brothers.
I like the yelling because ever since he donned the suit, he said you have to be testing your limits. So if we think of like, you know, strength and muscle training, you know, when you're doing that last rep, you know, physically, it's hard, you know, it's just you put all of it into it, you know. It just keeps progressing.
Amazing what a little bit of sunlight does.
You just need some Sunny D.
That was that moment with the theme of the mom.
The mother's lullaby.
It's very Star Wars. What's it supposed to do? It's supposed to go in all the way. Did it go in? Negative. I just packed it on the surface.
Push harder.
I have you now.
Oh
Look at
no.
the size of that thing.
Oh my.
Huh.
Oh,
Here he comes.
makes a choice. Dang. Do it. That metal that doesn't exist on the periodic table just slices through everything. You can't. That's a heavy shit. We can't move that. Hey, stormtrooper scream.
Right.
See, that's how confident I feel in Fortnite. Just running through it, then I die.
This surprised her, like, oh, it's running from me this time? What's going on here?
Mm-hmm.
So she got a little cocky.
I love how he also throws her own line in her face. You know,
It's their circle between each other.
like you're right. A good death is its own reward.
That's what I said. That's my line.
Right?
That's my line.
That dip helped save Lois, because otherwise she would go with it. I like how they're always getting sucked in there, and that's so Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
You go get her, Superman. Come on. Oh, and she hugs him. Oh, I love those shots.
Man,
That's very romantic to me. That's like, well, bam.
the perfect superhero.
The ending of almost every Gojira film.
Right. Yeah. Like, yeah, just hire some of the Tokyo construction builders. Like, they bring those cities back up
Right back up.
not years later. They get it done quickly,
Mhm.
just in time for Godzilla to destroy it all over again. It's unfortunate.
Unless it's a direct sequel, every Godzilla film's kind of like Legend of Zelda, another retelling of the tale.
Yeah.
Save the world. Turn the page. Get the girl.
In all fairness, she was right. Everything does go downhill. Batman whoops his ass. He dies.
Oh, Trey with the comeback.
Zack Snyder, if he had his way. Lois.
Oh.
Bruce.
That kind of makes
Bruce
Batman
makes
the
child with
villain,
Lois.
actually, doesn't it?
Does it?
I like that he didn't have his way there.
I agree. I actually don't like the idea of Lois having Bruce's. I think it ruins the relationship.
At that point, it gets a little too soap opera-y, like a little too
Yeah.
convenient.
I guess they had to open it up for Wonder Soups.
No, I want Wonder Bat. Wonder Woman Batman. That's
Wonder
perfect.
Yeah.
Bat all the way, big fella. Justice League
Wonder Bat.
Unlimited.
You know,
And that's coming from a former Cat Batman fan.
Mm.
Now I'm Wonder
Yeah.
Woman and Batman.
All right, go ahead, Taladia.
Don't let Jared from Comically Keys say that, by the way.
Yeah, well,
Trey.
I will say it to Jared's face because I totally disagree. I hate, as a Batman fan, I hate, and I will use the word hate, the Selena Kyle and Bruce Wayne relationship. She always leaves him, always, and he's some
No.
reason.
He's a Superman Wonder Woman fan.
Oh, really? Wow.
Bruce
Yeah.
and Wonder Woman, man, Diana, they've always had something there, and I don't know why any comic book writer has like not actually gone into it. Like they've always teased it that there's something there between them, but have never fully.
All Batman is a playboy. Writes the checks, playboy.
Until he meets that special, wonderful woman.
Yeah,
I do like Wonder Bat as well, personally,
Yeah.
but
you get Lois.
I'm
Have
team,
fun.
I'm team Wonder Bat
Bruce
as
gets.
well. But when Trey likes to bring up that Batman gets Lois, I like to remind him.
Hey,
about,
even Lois wanted Bruce in the Superman animated series.
No, but she broke up with him. She was like, no, I can't. But it all works out,
It does.
Superman, Lois, Wonder Woman, Batman, Catwoman, Kojay. It just makes sense.
Catwoman, Kojay.
I like that. You can have Catwoman. I got
Who's
Wonder
your
Wife. That's good enough
Catwoman
for
then?
me.
Halle Berry.
Yeah, good choice.
It's a good
choice.
choice.
Not a good movie,
was
but I
horrible.
like her.
Mask of Shy is right. Clark is a better husband.
You know what they say about Farmer Boys?
What? They're too corny? Oh,
Let's
go
go.
for that
You
same
know what
combo
they say
again.
about Farmer Boys?
They make good hamburgers.
Yeah, what do they say about Farmer Boys? Do I want to know? Daddy won't say.
Ooh.
Bruce, help. Help, Bruce. Bruce, where are you?
This sequence is cool. It's very Spider-Man, in my opinion. Like
Yes.
Spider-Man 2,
Oh yeah,
the
yeah.
Superman style. Mm.
Boom.
Fun fact for you guys: both the Man of Steel Superman suit and the Zod from Man of Steel suit is actually in Injustice 1.
Injustice. Oh yeah, it is. It was a DLC.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember. I made sure I got that. That was good.
Yeah, I picked it up on a farm.
On a farm?
Yeah, I love that. Man of Steel and Zod skin in Injustice 1.
Oh, we have a warehouse scene too, huh?
Ooh.
Man, I
Now
love
this-
those punches.
Oh, it's so good. Those so iconic. They use it all the time.
Right?
And this is cool because now Superman has the advantage because he has more flight experience. Then again, Zod is a pilot too.
And
I like the
Zod's a
comic-
warrior as well, so he's able to
Right. Adapt.
And it's classic.
Ooh,
Hans Zimmer
we're gonna
here
see
with
his
the
eye.
guitar.
Comic book like his eye for a second. Bam.
Yeah.
Ooh, now that's Bruce Timm animated series style.
Utopia Casino.
You can hear the humming.
You get the classic Hans Zimmer chords coming up. Uses in Lion King and everything.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Mufasa.
This is definitely Lion King versus Scar musically.
Yeah.
at this moment,
Mufasa.
Mufasa.
Just know, Corey, it was this moment when Bruce looks up into the sky and he just decided
Ooh.
you're
And
deaf.
realizes he can't do
Ooh.
jack. He's like, I'm totally unprepared for this.
He's
situation.
like, you just died, Superman.
No, he's like, I am totally unprepared for this situation. Oh God, what should I do? Union Station.
He could easily look to the right. He totally wants him to do it, to kill him. He wants that soldier's
Yeah.
death. Because a good death is its own reward. He believes that too.
Yeah.
That's like their Armada or something. Oh, shit.
Boom. That's what I'm talking about. Soups.
All right, here's where this like warmed me where Batman Begins didn't. Because in Batman Begins, when he killed Ra's al Ghul, he had no remorse.
Mm-hmm.
Superman has remorse. I think that's the difference between the two.
Superman's the better person.
No, I think they just handled it differently. But personally, I do agree he is a better person. He has to.
Well, I mean, it's said in the comics, right? Like deep
Mhm.
down, Superman's a good person and I'm not, you know, when they had their big fight.
Mm-hmm. But I think that's also where Batman's power comes from because he is the tactician. He is the cynic. You know, he needs that cop logic to look for the bad to be prepared. Where Superman is the opposite. He looks for the good.
Yeah,
And they complete each other like that, you know?
it is. Corey, do you even remember, Corey, what the comic that I gave you?
Don't remember.
Was it? I can't remember which comic.
Fun
it was.
fact, guys. When I got married, Corey was my best man. And I had given him a comic like a year and a half before I got married.
Yeah.
I kept telling him, Corey, read it. You got to read it. And there was a special meaning behind it. It was during the whole time when Batman and Superman were both kind of getting married and they were kind of celebrating each other and went on a double date with their ladies.
Oh, wait, was that in Rebirth?
Yeah.
Oh, I have that
Oh
issue.
yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Where they go to the amusement park?
Yep.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I mean,
That
Corey,
was a fun read.
part of his speech, he quoted from that book where Superman admits that he loves Batman as a brother.
I love that. No, I love the two as brothers, man.
That was a good speech.
That's cool. You guys had that. Aw.
I was very moved by it, Corey.
I think you were the only person.
Yeah, I was the only one that
Everybody
got
was
it.
like,
Yeah.
what the heck is he talking about? Comics?
Went from BVS to B and S. Wait, that sounds bad. I retract.
You retract your statement.
It was
I
a good
retract.
speech. Oh,
There's one thing I do miss from. There's not enough of it in Snyder Cut, but I gotta watch this some more. There's the background ambiance and details of where they're at. But Snyder Cut happens a lot battlefields, open plains, you know, so it's kind of
Yeah.
you don't get much of that atmosphere.
I love this scene too, where he sees that he's Superman.
Right? Pose.
Mm.
Yeah.
Skills.
I like that it was in the kid version, not the adult one, because it's like
Yeah.
he's always been Superman. He's actually
Mhm.
fulfilling what he was always meant to be.
And in a cool way, it kind of like confirms that the ideology of superheroes existed. You know, there was probably comics, there was there's something that that kid could reference of what a hero is, and in his dad, Child Look, he was probably knows of comics, and it clicked with him that this is what my son could be. He could be a hero, a real life hero.
They do, because in BVS they came out screening of Zorro. Zorro's a comic book hero with the cape, standing tall, flowing. So they definitely have access to that stuff. Definitely.
Yeah, and with Wonder Woman on her bed, she had all the comics there. It's more of an Easter egg, but I like the sense of, you know, some people approach it that there was no superhero in their movies, you know, that this is the introduction to that. But in this world, it accepts that as an ideology that exists, you know.
Or their comic book heroes are totally different, just like the ones that predated them. Monsters,
yeah,
you know, Conans, you know, Lone Rangers. Welcome to the planet. Clark Kent begins.
Zack freaking Snyder.
David Goyer, thank you for Blade.
And Christopher Nolan.
Christopher Nolan. Man.
Nolan has Snyder's back.
Yeah, man, a real one right there. Debbie. Oh. I love this movie, man. I still, like we talked about when the show first started, I still remember like sitting in the theater and being like,
Amir Mokri
changed.
You know, I think I'm going to just say it. You know, I don't know if I've honestly have said it out loud in all of our streams and stuff like that. Man of Steel is my favorite movie of what we have so far. Over Batman v Superman, Ultimate.
You just hate it because Batman whoops up.
Over Zack Snyder's Justice League. Man of Steel is my favorite movie.
It's okay, Corey. I understand. You get your heyday in the Superman movie, but
no, I get my heyday in Justice League as well. Bro, I love Man of Steel, and I think for me, the biggest thing that I love about Man of Steel is I love the origin story of Superman. I love my favorite Superman stories are like I love Smallville. I love seeing that growing pains of Superman, and you get it so much in Man of Steel. It's just nonstop growing pains of who he's becoming, the beginner Superman, what it takes to, you know, what it takes to him to become a Superman. You know, you're just, you know, it's constantly being just, you know, fed to you the entire time, and it's beautiful. It's just everything that I love about Superman. Like I hate when superheroes and superhero movies or television shows, they just show that like, oh, this superhero is already established. No growth, no nothing. And this entire movie is growth from the start all the way to the finish. And it's what I love most about superhero movies. Well, so then you got all of that, the story that I love, plus you add on, that's my favorite superhero, you know, plus you add on the personal connections of being from my hometown, being places that I have lived, you know, always wanting to be that little, you know, when I lived in Yorkville, I always pretended, you know, I was like, oh yeah, I'm Superman, you know, I'm Clark Kent living here, you know, and go down to Chicago and different things, Metropolis, and just like, so like the connections are just so much, and it's without a doubt, Man of Steel is my favorite movie.
My boy, yo, I'm the same way. I've been struggling which I like more, Man of Steel or Snyder Cut, but it's Man of Steel still because as a Superman fan, I love the Kryptonian culture, so I love when the stories are that. I love it when it's dealing with him with the extraterrestrial, because that's his home court that the other girls don't really do unless they're from that world. And I always like Smallville and reading Supergirl comics because we see that learning curve of a Kryptonian. And we were always kind of denied that with Superman on the screen or even a story. Like even Christopher Reeve's story, I love it, but they do a 10-year skip. Smallville, I was great because it gave us that 10-year learning curve. But then
Mhm.
here we get it all in one movie, and by the time the movie's done, we have Superman and Clark Kent ready to go on next adventure, and then we get that in BVS.
Yeah.
So everything I wanted this to have with Clark Kent adventures is in BVS, and this
Completely
film
agree.
with the action, and I always wanted Superman to get a Star Wars approach, like with production value, sound effects, action, that scope, and then Snyder's the first guy to do that. No one can take that away from him. That's probably why he's so hated, honestly. Jelly. So this movie delivers in so many ways, a perfect Superman sandwich. And dang, I feel you, Super Corey. This is my
Yeah.
favorite film. It meant a
Yeah.
lot too. So many layers with its meaning.
So deep.
Everybody's different.
Yeah. I mean, in all serious and fairness, I don't know if I could choose between the three that Zach did.
For sure. They're
Just
all
be-
amazing. Don't
yeah.
get me wrong.
I'm obsessed with lists, so I had to though.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. I mean, if I had to, like, to me, it's like decimals. Like, I'm probably like
Mm,
9.95 with Man of Steel, 9.57 with BVS.
Are we going to rate it? Are we going to rate Man of Steel?
Oh,
I mean, if you want to, go right ahead, Corey. Yeah.
Yeah, let's rate Man of Steel. All right, chat. Make sure you put in the chat your rating out of 10. Let our guest go first, Mr. Koj. Starting with you.
Oh, I was gonna bring it up to type it into the chat. I totally forgot. I'm
Oh.
on panel now. 9.9214.
Oh, I love
I see what you did there.
There's my score.
9.9214.
Because there's a few scenes I wanted more, so that's why I'm being picky. I want a little bit more downtime at the Kent farm with Martha, but that's minuscule. I don't really want. Yeah, I want a little bit more breathing room in some scenes, a little bit longer, but that's it. Everything else is chef's kiss.
Talati, how about you?
9.8, just purely because the action scenes was on point, and the CGI effect in this film is so good because it's very sci-fi-ish, and it brings Superman more grounded. You get to see Superman powers develop, and you don't rush into it and saying, okay, well, you just turn into Superman, and then you got straight off, like in the Christopher Reeves film, where you're simply Superman, off you go. With this, you're learning the powers. You see the powers over the years from age 9, 13 till he's up to adult stage, and as well, like his relationship with Lois as well. You get to see that manifest as well, because that is something which is really cool.
Yeah. Yeah, man, it's a goodie. Corey.
Yeah, so I already kind of gave a little bit of a rundown of, loving the storyline and everything. I also think this is the perfect casting, the perfect music. It doesn't get really any better than this, in my opinion. This movie is one that if I was on a deserted island and I could only take a few, this one's definitely coming, and I have to give it a. I know I don't typically do this for a lot of movies. There's like literally a small handful, but this one gets a solid 10 from me.
Oh,
yes, there's things I want more, but if
Jurassic
I want more,
Park and Man of Steel are up there, right?
Yeah, it'd be give it 11 and 12. Over 10.
This one goes to 11.
Yeah,
11.
and sometimes that happens, like Top Gun Maverick. That got super high score as well.
You got a ridiculous score with that one.
Yeah, so it happens from time to time. But this is I love this movie so much. It's the one I watched the most out of the three as well. Yeah, it's Man of Steel's a 10 for me.
Yeah, I mean, to me, I don't know. It's difficult. It's difficult to score this movie because, like, I try to consider like BVS and Zack Snyder's Justice League, and
that's why.
What's up?
Maybe that's because there's no Batman in this film.
Oh no, I mean
Mhm.
it doesn't need Batman in this, but it teases Batman. You get the Wayne Enterprise. To me, it's like I was not a Superman fan. Like I enjoyed the Christopher Reeve movie. Like
Yeah.
I even thought the Brandon Ruth Superman Returns film was okay. You know, but like I was I did not go to the theaters to see Superman Returns. I didn't, you know, if Superman Christopher Reeve was on TV, I probably switched it to 1989 Batman. You know,
Oh
um,
wow.
this was the first Superman movie that I left the theater like feeling changed. Like I was immediately like, oh my god, I think I like Superman. You know, um, and it was just the same thing. I literally, as soon as I got home, and like went into Corey's room and was like, dude, Man of Steel, you have to see it. You know, and when you think part of what I'm also trying not to do is like I'm trying to grade it on when I first saw Man of Steel and how I felt rather than now after 10 years I've had to experience Henry Cavill's at this point no longer Superman, and that kills me. This is the beginning of something incredibly great, and we may never see the end of it, and that pisses me off. You know, so it's like there's all those emotions. To me, this is like a bittersweet movie because I watch it and it's so perfect. It's such a perfect film, and to know what Warner Brothers just like let it go, they just dropped the ball completely on it. And to me, what's the most amazing thing about this movie, and really with all three of Zach's films, we're still talking about them. You know,
Mhm.
people are still talking, people are still debating the General Zod snapping the neck, you know, and all the different things that are happening. And I think that discussion is wonderful. And you can keep going back and watching these films. I still got goosebumps. I still
Mhm.
teared up when, you know, certain things happened. I still get the same feelings I got the first time I watched it. And I think that's incredible. To me, it's easily a 9.9 film. I think, like you said, I think there's decimals in there that kind of fluctuate, you know, between
9.9214.
yeah, something like that. 9.9214 TPS is 9.95, and then you know, Zach says
9.5214.
9.95214. Yeah. I mean,
We're flying starships now. What's your
exactly.
vector, Victor?
I love this. It is to me the best Superman movie, solo
agree.
Superman movie that we've ever got.
I agree. And that includes Christopher Reeves, and Christopher Reeves is the GOAT.
I mean, Christopher Reeves is super. I mean, imagine how wonderful that is. Christopher Reeve is Superman to dad. You know, that's Superman to him. And I can still watch the Christopher Reeve Superman movie and say Christopher Reeves lived as Superman. That dude was Superman on and off the screen, you know, just in life. And Henry Cavill, in a lot of ways, did that too. They're Superman in their own way, and they both had films that completely defined the character in a way that resembles who Superman is. And I think you got to be like proud of that. You know, you got to be, you know, happy to say we have two fantastic Supermen.
Right,
whoever-
you know, and
Yeah.
that's something that you know,
Mask of Shy.
yeah, that's something like, can you imagine somebody else playing Deadpool than Ryan Reynolds? Can you imagine somebody else playing Iron Man other than Tony Stark? You know,
Yeah.
like
Someone
it's
else
one of those
playing
things-
Wolverine, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know if you can.
Or like Jim Carrey playing Deadpool. I think I shot you. Whatever, you know. It's like
Gotcha.
Yeah.
No, I mean, that right? Like, can you imagine? I mean, I would have said the same thing. I remember Corey knows the story. Like when I heard BVS was coming, I was like, they better bring back Christian Bale because he's the best. And then I heard they picked Ben Affleck. I was like, oh my God, they ruined Batman. And the moment I saw Corey, and really all my family kept saying, you know, like just give Ben Affleck
all
a
your
chance.
family, I think it was mainly Corey.
Mom was especially like, hey, give him a chance. I was like, nope, he's gonna suck it up, Mom.
I told you
Uh,
Ben Affleck right from the get go, even before seeing him. He's like,
Well, at
he
the
may be
time, all I
best
had
Batman
was
we've ever seen.
Daredevil, and I thought the Daredevil movie
Didn't
was
care.
Yeah,
trash.
Daredevil rubbed me wrong.
Yeah.
Didn't care.
And the other movies I saw him in, like Jersey Girl and Clerks, and I was like, this guy's gonna be Batman, you know?
Was Ben Affleck the Phantom once? Or am I thinking of some other actor?
I don't know. I
don't
can't
know.
recall.
All
But
right, probably not.
the moment I saw him in that
Probably like
black
Billy
and white
Zane or
picture next to the Batmobile, immediately I was like, oh my God, I know what Zach's trying to do. He's gonna do Frank Miller's Batman, and that's my favorite comic of all time.
Ooh.
And I was like, done. I'm all in. And even though I was still, well, I shouldn't say I was all in, I still was like in doubts, kind of like going like, what are they gonna do here? But when I left that theater, I was like, he's the best Batman of all time. Now he was like Kevin Conroy's Batman in a Dark Knight Returns suit,
Called it.
And I still think, I mean, we'll see what they do with the DCU Batman, but I think for me, Ben Affleck will always be my Batman, just the way Adam West will always be Dad's Batman. And a lot of people out there consider Michael Keaton their Batman.
Dude, Michael Keaton was my Batman, and then I saw Ben Affleck as Batman, and I was like, switch up.
Yeah, right. It's one of those things where this movie being the start of the DCU, I don't know how like a studio couldn't be like, man, we're on something special here.
Mm.
And I don't know. To me, it's silly because I think if I was a producer and I saw this movie, I'd be like, whatever else you want to do, dude, have fun. Here's millions and millions and millions of dollars.
The tragedy of like, we can't understand why they can't see this. It's like, you guys all remember or have seen the movie Big with Tom Hanks?
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So you get this guy who's, a kid, and he has a good grasp of what kids like and all that. But then you get that other corporate guy who's really try hard, and I don't know. There's somewhere he's like, I don't get it. He's on a different plane. He can't see the genius, what he brought to the table, because he's in this corporate world looking at his numbers and stuff. They have a different mindset. They don't really see art and all that. It's like really the store manager who doesn't cook is in the kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
And that's unfortunately the situation. Some studios run differently because they have different philosophies, but unfortunately, we have this one.
He's worried about, serving sirloin, some cheap steaks, and the director is trying to give you some grade A, Wagyu steak.
Right, yeah.
Delicious.
Yeah.
With some finesse of gold, shavings out. Yeah, something special.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's why to this day, it like kills me. It's been 10 years and Henry Cavill hasn't gotten another opportunity to do a solo Superman film.
Real quick, Trey, kind of go into the chat real quick. Red Hood Outlaw, give it a 10. Oracle's Clock Tower, give it a 10. 9.9 from Beyond the Night. 9.8 from The Butler. 9.88 from Nine Lives in Hell here. 9.7 from Carrie Kelly. 9.8 from Trevor H. 9.9.
That's the highest one, maybe.
9.8 from Baphomet. So, yeah, no, it's everybody's agreeing. Warner Brothers got scared, bunch of cowards. Warner Brothers failed the city. DC fans.
Yeah, Warner Brothers failed the city. Some Green Arrow. I dig.
Yep.
Yeah, man. It's a fantastic film. I think it will continue like most of Zach's films. I think are like fine wine, some good whiskey. They get better with age. I think people will come to love this movie more and more and more and more as time goes on. And it'll be interesting to see whether it happens on Netflix, if it goes through a comic. However, Henry Cavill was a brilliant, in my opinion, a perfect Superman for what I was interested in. I know that may not be for everyone, but hey.
No, I agree. But hey, Snyder did say at full circle that he is happy with it going through any media, any form of entertainment. Yeah. Media is considered like comic book, movie, TV series, video game. Yeah, he'll be happy to continue it in any form. It sounds like. obviously film, but if he's okay to open to any avenue, if he's got the keys, I don't think we'll be disappointed.
Oh yeah,
I think we're gonna love the hell out of it, you know.
How's it going, IBCW Studios? Hope you're doing well. Sorry that you're coming in on the tail end, but always good to see new faces, new people. Guys, what do you have going on lately? Koj, what do you got coming up on your show?
Oh, I don't know. I feel like a lot of things are on pause. I did pick up a second job. Things are a little tight on my end, so I'm just focusing on that. But I am trying to work on these little Koj's Corner podcast episodes I've been trying to do for a long time. So that and some gameplay is what you can guarantee. I just don't know when yet. So you definitely have to hit the bell with mine, otherwise you'll miss it. But yeah, stay tuned for ambiguous releases of stuff on my content.
Yeah, I haven't seen. I've been meaning to get back to Snyder
Cut
Fighters. Yeah, I need to continue with that stuff.
I know. That was such a stress release, to watch Snyder Cut. We had so much fun, like watching those, dude. Like, especially kudos to Mighty Pegasus when because obviously it's virtual, it's fiction.
Yeah.
But Koj was kind enough to make Super Bro, Corey, and I a group of fighters and wrestlers in his game, and and we end up fighting Mighty Pegasus. And I'm spacing who else is on.
Soufiane Lagenef. He's our fandom French representative over in Paris. He's really
gotcha. Good. We were battling them for the belt, and Mighty Pegasus. I was like, on Twitter, bashing, bantering Mighty Pegasus, and Victor was going all for it, man, just having a good time. And it was just like one of those experiences. My wife was like chuckling, laughing at me, like,
oh, she did.
Awesome. It's just like, oh man, this is gonna be fun, Just that was a great time though, dude. I had so much fun with that.
Oh, I'm glad you have that moment. That's cool.
Yeah, dude. So anytime you do some more Sniper Fires and some Fortnite, I'll be watching or playing at one of these points with Fortnite.
That'd be cool if you could join me on Fortnite, any of you guys. That'd be cool.
Yeah, I'm planning on downloading it again as well, especially if you don't play the build.
No, I don't like build. Build makes no sense to me. It doesn't feel like combat.
Yeah.
Because Fortnite looks like the perfect G.I. Joe game. You go and get your guns and eliminate people. I like that. And it's like third person because I'm a platformer. I don't really do POV that much. So it just feels natural in that regard. Like even Jedi Knight games, I always put that in, third person. So that's fun.
My man Taladia, what you got going on your channel, good sir?
Well, I've got a lot coming up on my own YouTube page. I have got a Superman and Lois live reaction to episode 12 that's coming up tomorrow, and I will be doing a podcast for Into the Multiverse, a DC Comics podcast. Essentially, that I cover everything in DC. So I'll be talking about the Flash movie. I might even do a Flash review as well on my own channel, because I'll be seeing it on Thursday. I also have just recently posted my Marvel Spider-Man 2 video game news and also reactions to the release date. So if you guys are huge gaming or huge into DC stuff, then my channel is the perfect place because I do cover Insomniac Spider-Man, I do cover DC games and movies and TV shows. I do the reactions live and I don't do them as video format because of copyright reasons. So if you guys like reactions and you like to see them live, come to my page because that's the place to be to see for Superman and Lois.
Nice. I dig it too. Yeah, the Superman Lois series has been a great one to watch. I haven't watched any of that show, but I enjoy watching your reaction reviews to kind of give me it helps me decide if I want to watch it or not, because I was very hesitant to try anything other than Henry Cavill lately. But I don't know. I still want to check it out and see what it's all about because I've heard good things overall about that show. But yes, guys, please definitely check out Taladia Plays' channel. Check out my boy Koj's channel. Subscribe to them. Hit that notification bell. I can't tell you how important that is to do for your favorite YouTube content creators, because it really helps with the algorithm when you guys like that video, you share those streams, because YouTube is really starting to pay attention to the engagement that they're having with their audience. So we need you guys. We need you to build the community. We can't do it on our own. We can provide the cool content, but YouTube is packed with many good content creators out there. But if you have ones that you really love, you got to go the extra mile. You got to help them out. You got to support. And there's ways doing that without having to spend a single dollar, maybe just a minute of your time.
And it's free. It's absolutely free to subscribe. So, and I also say this as well. I also plan to do something big, like a monthly series, which is going to be interviews, where I get people on my channel. I just interview them, ask them a bunch of questions and stuff, just like I've interviewed Superboy Corey and the Bat Channel on my channel. So it'll be something cool to do. I'm planning something in the works, maybe Zod Rider, maybe Snyder Queen, if she's available to, if she want to participate in doing a interview with me and just talking about her experience as a Snyder fan, you know, and also a Wonder Woman fan and whatnot, and her experiences going for that. I would love to do that for as an interview, maybe the next couple of months, who knows when, but I've got to sort that out. And shout out does go out to Snyder Queen as well for the amazing work she does, even promoting this stream for Man of Steel 10-year watch party.
That was very, very kind of her. I really do appreciate that Sammy went out of her way and did that for us. Which, guys, don't forget, this Wednesday, which is the official Man of Steel 10-year anniversary, they're having a trending day on Twitter with hashtag Restore the Snyderverse and hashtag Make Man of Steel 2. This is why we didn't do the watch party that day, because we don't want to take away from that event. But it also is Superman Day. So what better way to celebrate Superman than doing this? But make sure you guys show up. Let the people know if you want to see more. I know DCU is doing their own stuff. James Gunn has his own plans. But it is a multiverse world, as we're about to see with this weekend with The Flash coming out. So many things could happen. They're already licensing DC out to multiple different companies like Netflix, like Amazon. Amazon just got both Batman series that they're going to do. Even the one with Bruce Timm and Matt Reeves, the one they were working on, is going to Amazon. So sell it. They could sell it.
Yes.
Anything's possible, but you need to
do
let
something. I want Man of Steel 2.
I agree.
I want that Man of Steel with Brainiac and all that.
Me too, man.
Give me the Batman v
Oh,
Deathstroke.
Supergirl.
I want ZSJL 2.
Yeah.
Give me the Dark Side War.
I want
ZSJL 3.
I want ZSJL 2, ZSJL 3. I want the Batfleck solo film, because I think that would be an amazing experience for Ben Affleck, as well as not only as a film actor, but as a maybe potentially a producer role. You know, for him would be a big deal for him as a comic book fan. Plus, I know one can dream, but like I said, you know, anything. All you have to do is just use the hashtag sell Snyderverse to Netflix, hashtag sell ZSJL to Netflix. Remember to tag Netflix and remember the rules of engagement.
Yep. And also just making your voices heard. You know, do it peacefully, do it kind. Those who troll you don't even need to respond. If anything, they shared your tweet, they shared your post. Say thank you for the engagement and hashtag whatever you want to use.
Yes.
But stay positive, guys. Thank you, everyone, for watching Man of Steel with us. It's a film. I watch it at least, I don't know. It's definitely at least 6 times a year. It's one of those movies I just put on because the music, the soundtrack makes me feel good inside. And it's just a really incredible film. And so is many others in the DCEU with Wonder Woman, BVS, Zack Snyder's Justice League.
I never said something real quick before we end.
Yeah.
Make sure you guys leave a comment down below and let us your thoughts on the Man of Steel film, your opinions on it, your thoughts on it, because I'm sure Trey would love to hear your opinions on Man of Steel, and he'll reply to the comments. if you're watching this on the replay crew, because it would be really engaging for Trey and for you guys to kind of engage with him on the channel. So
yeah, as Salai says, man, we always reply. We always reply to a lot of our people, you know. So hopefully we never get to a day where we can't do that. But we have a lot of things coming up on our show. Obviously, we have our YouTube short series, the Moments That Change Cinema and Cheerworthy Moments. You can leave your ideas in the comments for that. We will be posting our Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse movie review soon with Wonder Wife and I. Going to be talking about that animated movie. We also have our Transformers movie review that you can watch right now. And it always helps when you smash that like, you know, you share the video, you subscribe and hit that notification bell so you never miss an episode. We need you guys. We're so close to 2K. And we can't get there without you guys. We will be doing a Flash review and also a couple more watch parties later in the year when Indiana Jones coming out. We're going to do all 4 Indiana Jones movies right before. So make sure you guys hit that notification bell because it's going to be a good time as always. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe to our boys down below. Leave a comment. Love to hear from you. I'm your host, Trey, with a super bro, Corey. And don't forget to tune in weekly.
Same bedtime.
Same bed channel. See you later, guys. Have a good
We
night.
out.
Question. How do we call? He gave us a signal.